I started my channel December of 2018 and it has grown to over 20,000 subscribers. Isn't that nuts? What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin and this is Erin on Demand, a community for entrepreneurs and content creators looking to build their brand, content, and business. And today we're talking about whether or not it's too late or too saturated for you to start a YouTube channel. Now, I just want to give you guys a little bit of personal insight on my story. I started my channel at the very end of 2018. So in December of 2018, I started this channel and it has grown to over 20,000 subscribers. I'm around 21,000 at the time of me recording this video, and the growth has just been incredible. And so when people say that it is too late to start, it is not too late to start. I am living proof that you can start on YouTube today and still gain an audience, still build a community, and still really utilize all the benefits that the platform has. It is not too late. Now, I am going to tell you some things that you should be doing before you start your YouTube channel to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of being a channel that just slips through the cracks, essentially. Just thinking logistically, over 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every day. Isn't that nuts? Over 300 videos are uploaded to YouTube every minute. So yes, there is a lot of competition, and the competition has extremely grown over the last few years. People who started on YouTube 10 years ago or soon after it launched have a huge head start on people who are just starting now, but that does not mean that you cannot build a great large audience. So if you are ready to be some of the 5 billion videos that people are watching on a daily basis on YouTube, then keep watching this video because I'm going to break down some things that you should be doing before you start your channel, because it is not too late. I'm going to talk about some advantages that you have starting on YouTube right now. And also I'll talk about some things that you can do to make sure that you start your channel on the right foot. The first advantage you have right now is the wealth of information that's already present on YouTube. So not even just with videos like this where people are giving you insight on how to start and what equipment to use and all of those things, but really analytics insight. So because there are so many successful channels already, and because there are channels that are smaller, you can kind of take a look at their analytics and see what you can do to get a leg up. For instance, if there is a channel, it's a small channel, you can go onto that channel, and I like to search most popular videos and see which videos performed really well on their channel. So if somebody has 1,000 subscribers, but they have one video that has 15,000 views, why? Really look at high performing videos on smaller channels, because that means that that content is very searchable. You have a way to maneuver your content in spaces that are highly searched for, but it's not a lot of content that's being produced about that. Even with large channels, look at where they have spikes in engagement, whether that's a ton of comments, maybe they ran a contest in that video, or maybe they have a ton of views because it is, you know, something revolutionary. I don't know, but pay attention to the analytics in small channels and in large channels, and also look at the personality and the way that they present that information. So if you are starting right now, you have a ton of content that you can look at. I would say look at stuff that's in your niche, but definitely pay attention to those key analytics. You basically have a front row seat to learn YouTube from watching YouTube. Another great tool you can use is TubeBuddy. It will help you get so much insight on analytics. So basically, before I upload a video, I am starting to put it into TubeBuddy and see what my competition is doing. What are the best tags to use for that video? Or what is the best headline that's most searchable? It will tell you if something is not a good idea to upload because it's too much competition, or it's not enough search volume, it will tell you the search volume to competition ratio and let you know if it's a good idea to actually post a video about that onto YouTube. So TubeBuddy is also a great resource for you to use. The second reason why it is not too late to start on YouTube is because there are so many niches that are still underserved. So that means that there's still opportunity for you to place yourself in a niche and really grow there and really thrive there and become an expert or a lead influencer in specific niches. So for me, for example, I didn't see a lot of young Black women in the entrepreneur, business building, brand building space. And so I took it upon myself to insert into that specific niche, aside from the fact that it just made sense with my business. And so you have to really take a step back and observe, really assess different niches. Where do you think there may be some search volume, or what are you gravitating to that you aren't seeing proper representation of or in? Those are good indicators that there may be opportunity for you to step in and create content in that community. The third thing that I actually recommend you doing when starting on YouTube is constantly give high value. At this point, a lot of people, I won't say like it's impossible to create like a fun relationship channel and people gravitate to it. But for the most part, because YouTube is a search engine, the easiest way for you to get traffic onto your channel is to create searchable content. And a big mistake people make, especially like with lifestyle stuff and you know, just general vlogging, is that it's not searchable. Like no one's gonna search, you know, my trip to California. Like you have to create something that is searchable, because at the end of the day, people want to walk away with something, whether that's a laugh, whether that's more knowledge, whether that's being enlightened about something. They want to walk away with something. And so the best way is to provide high value. And if you can get people onto your channel because you give high value information, people are going to stay if they like you. And so then you can start playing around with some different strategies once you have an audience there. But for the most part, I don't necessarily recommend starting just a lifestyle channel if you're looking to really monetize YouTube, just because that niche is so saturated. So make sure that whatever you're doing is adding value. The fourth thing when starting a YouTube right now is not to be number driven. You want to make sure that instead of focusing on subscriber counts and view counts, even though those are important, I'm not gonna hold y'all up, that is important. It is way more important though to focus on engagement and engaging the audience that you currently have. So if you have 100 subscribers, think about ways to keep them more engaged, because by focusing on who you have already, you're going to set yourself up to get more people. By engaging those 100 people, you're actually inviting more people into your platform because the engagement is there. Another thing about engagement is that now brands are looking at micro influencers a lot, because they know that those smaller channels or those smaller Instagram accounts of people who have a smaller audience but a very engaged audience, they want to partner with you. I cannot tell you guys how many brand partnership emails that I get on a regular basis, because they see my stats and they see how engaged you guys are with my content. And so they want to be a part of it. I don't have a huge Instagram following or a huge YouTube following. Now, granted, I'm blessed for the people who are here, but you guys cannot focus so heavily on numbers and vanity metrics. You do need to focus on providing high value for the people who are already invested in you. And by doing that, you're creating more space for more people to want to come onto your platform. My fifth tip is to put YouTube into your puzzle. Treat it like a business, but don't make it your whole business. So many people want to be a YouTuber, but I think about YouTube as dispersing content for people to consume my business. So yes, YouTube plays a huge part in my business. It generates a lot of leads for me. It is an incredible tool. But if I were relying only on AdSense, I would be broke, okay? And you can make so much more money if you use YouTube as a tool to broadcast or disperse a message or disperse content that you want people to know, to invite them into your business. So I don't recommend doing YouTube just to rely on the ads to pay for everything, and to make a living off of that. I recommend using it as a tool for something bigger and better, because I don't know any YouTubers or influencers who live completely off of YouTube ads money. And aside from that, you have to be really making, like, you have to have huge numbers and huge metrics to make enough to sustain off of just the ads. And if you're making that much off ads, then that means you can be making 5 to 10 times more with, you know, creating something else, whether that's a merchandise line, whether that's a service-based business, whether you have a book or a product or a course or something else that you want to offer your audience. If you are producing high numbers, then you should definitely be monetizing in ways aside from Google AdSense. So think about YouTube as a piece of your business's puzzle, but don't make YouTube your whole business. Moral of the story, it is not too late to start on YouTube. You just gotta get started. Whatever is holding you back, let go of it and just get started. It is better to start and know you tried than to not start and regret that you didn't. So if you're thinking about starting, just go ahead, start, do your research, find your niche. And if you can't find a niche right away, still start dibbling and dabbling in different things that you're interested in, and just kind of see what your audience thinks. See who you attract, see kind of what they want, and you will start to create a niche organically. I do have a video that you should check out if you haven't already. It is how to start and grow fast on YouTube. I will link it in the description box below, but it goes into way more detail on some things you can do to grow your channel and start on the right foot. There are principles that I did, there are things that I did, and when I recorded the video, it was this year, I had 2,200 subscribers, I think. And I have grown times 10 since then, and it hasn't even been a year. So the things that I say in that video really do work. So go and check that out. It's in the description box below. And if you are interested in being a part of another more close-knit exclusive community, I do have my eBrand club for entrepreneurs and content creators who are looking to build their business and their brand, but on the next level. So I do weekly live lessons. I do lots of live Q&As. I do Instagram audits, website audits. I really am engaged with the people in this group, kind of like group coaching. So if you're interested in being a part of that community, I mean, y'all, we be having so much fun. If you're interested in joining that community, I will link all of the information below. On that note, I will see you guys later. I do have a quick question for you to leave in the comments below, which is, are you starting a YouTube channel? If you are, tell me what it's gonna be about, because I wanna know all the tea. Okay, I hope you guys have a productive and a great day or night or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.